Hello, everyone. I'd like to welcome you to another writing lesson. Today, we're going to show how you can use a text structure to respond to a question about a story or a novel. So I'm going to go and read a fable to you guys, and then I'm going to show a text structure from it and how we can use that text structure to both summarize the fable, but also to respond to a question about the fable. So today's fable that we're going to read is called The Lion and the Mouse. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to read the fable to you, and then we're going to break down the text structure. And then we're going to show you how you can use that text structure to respond to the literature. So again, this fable is called The Lion and the Mouse. It says, a lion was asleep in the forest. When the lion was asleep, a tiny mouse came upon him. When the mouse realized it was so close to the lion, it got scared and ran away from the lion, scurrying across the lion's nose. The lion awoke from his nap and caught the tiny mouse. The lion was about to eat the mouse when the mouse said, "Spare me!" Begging, the mouse continued, "Please let me go, and someday I will surely repay you." The lion thought the mouse was joking. How could such a small mouse ever help a lion? However, the lion was amused and generous and allowed the mouse to leave. A few days later, the lion was hunting his prey when he got himself trapped in a hunter's snare. The lion was unable to get himself free and called for help. The mouse heard the voice of the lion pleading and came to help. The mouse climbed the ropes of the snare and chewed through the rope, freeing the lion. The lion looked at the mouse and said, "I should not have judged you by your size. Even a mouse can help a lion." Now we're going to look at this text structure. This text structure is called Metamorphisis from Gretchen Bernabei. And I changed it just a little bit to apply directly to this fable. And by answering it, we can summarize the fable. It says, how did the lion feel about the mouse before he was saved from the hunters? Well, he thought that the mouse was insignificant. He didn't think he mattered. How did the lion feel while the mouse was rescuing him? Well, we can think back and we can use our inference skills because it doesn't directly tell us how he's feeling. However, as he's looking at this mouse, he's got to be thinking to himself that probably this mouse isn't going to be able to help him. How can a small mouse do something that the lion can't? The lion wasn't able to get out of the snare, so how's this mouse going to help? So how did the lion feel while the mouse was rescuing him? He probably did not think that the mouse was going to be successful. How did the lion feel after the mouse had rescued him? Well, this is a little bit different. Again, we got to use our inference skills because it doesn't go out and directly say how the lion was feeling, but we can kind of guess. We know that he goes and says that he should have believed in the mouse before, that he shouldn't have judged him by his size, that even a mouse can save a lion. So how did he feel after the mouse had rescued him? Probably felt kind of surprised. This little mouse did something that he didn't think he could do. So he was surprised that the mouse was able to help him. How does the lion feel now toward the mouse? Well, before he thought he was insignificant. Now he thinks that a mouse can even help a lion. So he's got to be feeling a little bit of gratitude towards the mouse as well, thankful that the mouse was able to help him. So the lion felt thankful toward the mouse for his help. And then what does the lion believe now? Well, if we go back, this one's actually a right here kind of question. It's right there in our passage. It says that even a mouse can help a lion. So he believes that you should not judge someone by the way they look, and that even a mouse can help a lion. Now, again, we have here basically just a kernel essay. It's very short, it's just the bare bones, but we can go and we can use it to respond to our question below. It says, pretend you are the lion. Write a letter to the mouse apologizing to him for thinking he could not help a lion. So we're going to go and take our text structure that we have, our kernel essay that we have, and we're going to respond and write a letter. So the first thing we need to do is obviously we need to write our greeting to the mouse. Dear mouse. Now, what are we supposed to do? We want to apologize for what he was thinking. I want to apologize for not believing that you could help me. Well, there's the first part. Now I'm going to go and look at my first box here. So how did the lion feel about the mouse? When I first met you, I thought that you were insignificant. How could a small mouse ever help a huge lion like myself? Again, I'm taking that kernel essay and I'm elaborating the kernel essay within my draft. Now, how did the lion feel? Even when you came to help, I did not think that you would be successful in freeing me from the snare. Now, my next one, how did the lion feel after? I was pleasantly surprised when you were able to chew through the rope and free me from the snare. Now, our next two, how does the lion feel now towards the mouse? I am very thankful for your help. I would not be here today if it were not for you. I do not think that I can ever repay you for your help, for the help that you provided. And as you can see, even in my draft, I'm able to go and change what I did. Remember, writing is constantly changing. It's never finished. Even when you're writing, if you think of a different word to go back and change it. Yeah, you don't have to stick with what you have. Don't be afraid to go back and change. We don't do things just one time. We continue to change and change and change. I can read any single novel and change a word here, make it a little bit better, add a little bit more figurative language or another descriptive word to make it better. Same thing with this fable. This is my retelling of the fable. But I could go back later on today and add some more adjectives in here. I can make it a little bit longer if I wanted to and make it more appealing to the reader. But as a piece right now, it's perfectly fine. Same thing here. I heard myself talk out loud, didn't like the way it sounded, so I went back and changed it. As you're writing, if you're talking out loud when you're doing it, and you can hear what you're saying, sometimes you hear that those might not be the exact words that you want to use, and you change it. So let's look at our last part. What does the lion now believe? I know now that you should not judge a book by its cover. I know even a mouse can help a lion. Now I'm going to put my closing into my letter. My eternal gratitude. That eternal means forever. Lion. And there you have it. We took our kernel essay from our text structure, responded to a question from literature, and then took that kernel essay and made a letter into it. You guys can do this too with any book. There are a lot of different stories that you could use this same text structure to, or even respond to a similar writing. For example, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Rudolph is not treated well, so you could go and write a similar letter from the point of view of another reindeer talking about that. And you can even use what we learned from the Lion and the Mouse inside that letter as an example, especially since we know this now. So I'd like to thank you guys for watching this video and listening to me as I write our letter and model this text structure. Again, if you guys were to share your writing, I would love to read it. You can go ahead and type it in the comment section below. Share this with your friends. I'd love to hear their writing too. Until next time, talk to you guys later. Bye.